Welcome, celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. If you want to continue to support the channel, please like, share, interact, and or subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is going to be a general reading for the collective, so not all messages will resonate with everybody. Just take what fits and leave the rest. There are some interesting things and some great things in the description box for you guys, but just know that I've done all the things off camera, so when I turn the camera on, we can get down to business. So, the energies, we're going to talk about it. The energies that I am picking up on for the collective, I heard cut your losses, like cut them, cut them and don't dwell on what you're leaving behind, okay? Because the energy down here actually is really good energy that I'm picking up on. Chills. Okay, so I am picking up on the fact that our collective is moving differently at this time. You have made a sound decision not to stay in your head. You're tired of beating a dead horse. You're tired of doing things the same old way and not getting any results, or not getting the results that you want, okay? And so to get to a different vibe, to shift the energies per se, to do a different type of alignment in your journey, the energy that I'm picking up for those in the collective who's made this decision is that I'm gonna do whatever is necessary to complete this shift, to start this shift so that I can see some type of progress of change that I want in my life, right? So the key word here is change. You're wanting that change. Why? Because you feel like that it'll lead to a better lifestyle, life. For some, it'll get you more out into community, more community interaction, more social interaction with those that you do want to socialize with, okay? Again, this is what makes you happy, or what you feel like will make you happy, okay? So community, support, social interaction, just being outside a little bit more. You're tired of being cooped up. I have some focusing on their bag, their finances, stability, and try not to let that lead you so much. But it's important, it's necessary, but it may have been your only focus, okay? So trying to open up to more, just so it won't just be about hustle, bustle, grind, watching accounts, numbers. It's exhausting and it's draining, okay? You want a little bit more freedom. You want to kind of shift your attention and your gears to something else while maintaining being true to yourself, right? Doing the things that are true to you, continuing to living your truth as you see fit. So this may mean cutting out people or things. This may mean readjusting your crown and trying to go outside of your limiting beliefs with things, right? The people in your tribe, your social circles and things like that has opened your eyes or recommended things that they felt like you would thrive in, right? And you're like, they may have something here. Let me try this. You know what I'm saying? Type situation. So giving some thoughts, and some of you guys putting some action behind some suggestions that actually does vibe with your energy, okay? So this is a time where you're getting creative with things, and how you want to implement things and how you want to carry this out. Being patient with yourself, allowing yourself to grace to ease into this new, right? But it's still you doing something new. This is the time. This is the cycle. This is the season, I'm sorry. Because we're tired of doing the same old thing over and over and over again. Again, not yielding the results that you want. It is actually time to shift. It is actually time to pivot. It is actually time to do new, be new, you know, type situations, because being where you are is having you unfulfilled, walking away from a lot of things that you once believed in. Okay. um Not that it's a bad thing, but it took you to get to a certain point to want to walk away from what you once thrived in, once sparked your interest, and you know, you wanted to give it your all, right? Only to be like, okay, now I'm walking away from this because you don't feel like, you don't have the same excitement like you had before. Okay, so moving in a different direction. Some of you guys may actually be moving, right? This may be the change that you need. This may be the new beginning that you need, and that is okay, because what we're not going to do is be stuck and stagnant and in that kind of energy, waiting for what? Because if you don't put forth the effort, and if you don't start implementing whatever it is you need to implement to start seeing the change, start doing the change, start being the change, then you're not going to get anywhere. And then the energy is going to stay like this, unfulfilled, right? The energy will stay like this, overthinking, stuck in our ways, thinking there's no better way, you know, that type of situation. Or constantly in our heads about some stuff that probably, one, we can't control. Beating ourselves up and down and saying, you know, no positive affirmations. That type of situation. Okay, so this is the energy. So let's see what more we have down that needs to come out, that we need to talk about. How about that? So some confirmation, some clarifications, whatever we need to get started on these changes that we would like to see. Baby, again, and this is already down here, living in your truth, right? So not losing yourself behind whatever changes you want to implement, because this is for your happiness, right? This is still what makes you happy. You're not saying you're making these changes to look good for anybody else, or because somebody else told me to. No, these changes are what you feel fit for you, what you feel is going to ease you into the emotions that you want to be in, the life that you want to be in, the feelings that you want to be in, the energy that you want to be in. That's all this is. And you be damned if you let somebody else's opinions and whatever else influence this new direction that you're going in. So no, you're going to stand firm on you. Okay, that energy is down here tough. You're going to definitely be you, and you're not going to lose yourself in this. Okay, so if that's a fear, don't feel like that. Again, new is scary because it's new. It's territories we haven't been in before, right? But it's worth a shot. It's worth the try. It's worth it, right? Okay. Something is changing around you. I really pick up on that energy, though. Something really is changing around you. Whether this is jobs, whether you have not been in a job and you deciding to go from home to a job, or you decided to close a business to go back to what feels like stability, and you'll go back. You know, that type of thing. You're going to always be true to yourself, but you also are smart enough to know you got to do what you got to do type situations, okay? Are we making it the reading, the introduction, and and this right now? Maybe enough is said, right? We pointed out the obvious, okay? But, you know, do whatever you need to do, but always remain true to yourself, true to your heart, true to the task at hand for you. Okay? What other messages do we have? Okay. Oh, newness. Okay, so we are looking at, oh, we got some things down here. Coming into your own, okay? For some of you guys, you have really done some work on you. So these changes is like an elevation for you, right? And you feel the elevation, you feel the ascension, you feel the spiritual aspects of what happened to you to thrust you into this change, thrust you into this new beginning. You've done some work. You've gotten some clarity about what it is that you want to do, right? And again, for some of you guys, this is spiritual in nature for you, right? So this is growth. This is ascension. This is you reaching a new level of you, right? You went within, and you did some work on yourself, and now you can't go back to the old you. The only way through is forward, right? So this is spiritual for some, a new journey for some, and growth and ascension for some and others. Okay, so that's out here because you're being true to yourself, and this is what you want to do for you. Kudos to you. Opening up for opportunities, opening up for blessings and other things that you attract to come into you, because now you're ready. Okay, and these things that are happening, you know, I don't feel like it's going to be floods and floods of this and information and powers, and I feel like it's going to be steady growth now that you're open. And then the more aligned that you get with the things that you do want for yourself in these changes that you made, and these realizations that you've come to in regards to your life, that you again, at first it's like, I'm not seeing the progress, and now you're going to start seeing the progress. I said all that to say that we're bossing up, we're leveling up. And not only is this your energy, because this is still you being true to yourself, but I feel like that this also stands for your community and the people that you want around you, that type of energy. So these people are going to have to meet you on your level. You're not settling for mediocrity. You're not settling. That's it. You're not settling. So these people are going to have to meet you up here, meet you in this energy, and they will. The ones that's supposed to be there for you. There's going to be you finishing out these tasks at hand. Like you're on a real quest for these changes, and this is confirmation that you will get them done. You will get to the other end of this. You will see these things that you're going after. It's definitely right there for you. It was just waiting for you to want it, and then waiting on you to go ahead and do what you need to do to get there. That's all. So yes, there's confirmation that you are definitely going to be coming into what it is that you're going after. See what change does? Change is a good thing. Even if that change is adverse, what is the lesson in it? What was you supposed to learn? You see what I'm saying? Learn it so you can get to the positive side of it, and and not stay stuck in the adversity, or the thing that changed that didn't work out so great, but it worked out so great. It's weird. Life is weird, right? Just take heed and note of the lesson at hand, and in that way you're able to continue with growth and growing. As long as you're looking for the, figure out what those lessons are, because that's why we're here. We're going to be living these lessons, learning these lessons regularly, often, all the time. We never stop. Okay. So just be open to the flow of things, right? The flow of things. That's all. I think somebody just needed to hear that. Again, I really feel like, okay, so we're not going to be hard on ourselves. We're going to give ourselves grace. Yes, we're walking in these paths. Yes, we are protected. Yes, we got further to go, right? Okay. It's new. It's new. It was given to you. You're not doing this alone, okay? But the highlight of it is you did the work. You went inside. You met you. And this is the reason why you feel like the change was necessary, because you met yourself, right? Some things you liked, some things you didn't like, but we're at the point where you have arrived saying and knowing, I want to change some things about myself. Okay? That's all this energy is. Duality, babies. Duality. It's definitely down here. And without it, you wouldn't have made these necessary changes. Okay? No more just waiting around, all right? This is a time of action because you actually did the first step. First, 2, 3. You did some steps, okay? We got to keep going, all right? So this is saying we're not waiting for nothing to happen for us. We're going to do our part too, to do the alignment, to do all of the things to make sure that these things fall in place for us or puts us where we need to be. But we're not just going to try to wait around and see that. That's not going to get us anywhere, because why? We have this prosperous moments and times, and the because we have opened up and are allowing more to come in. It's coming. It's here. It's arrived. You're there, right? So this is double confirmation. It's already here, that you've opened yourself up to being prosperous to whatever it is and these things that you want right now. Kudos to you for opening up. Because why? We're getting out of our mind. We're getting out of our head about how we feel like our way is the only way. We're shifting. We're trying new things, right? That was the whole point of going within. That was the whole point of getting to know yourself better. So you can find out these exact things that you have found out about yourself. And the journey is going to be constant, and it just be open. Just be open. Because some of us have gotten to the point of, again, that's that beat that dead horse type situation and not getting any results. Seeing that it's not getting you nowhere. So yes, you had to decide to do things differently, right? You didn't give up. You don't want to give up, but you do want to see change. You do want to see progress. And you are, and you will, and you have. Now that you've made these changes that you needed to make in your life. What else we got? What is that saying? I'm paraphrasing. How we're doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results. That leads to what? You see what I'm saying? Make it make sense. It's insanity. Woo! Maybe I shouldn't be talking about y'all like that. We gonna take them. Let's see what else. I said it's insanity. Right, because you have the whole world out here for you. You are working. You are the creator of yours, right? Right? So, you decided things needed to change in order for you to see the type of world, or to see the type of life or lifestyle you see yourself in. This is what this is about, right? Making those changes so your world will be different. So your world can be exactly what it is that you're going after. And then, baby, you're going to be successful. You're going to get your just dues, your rewards, and you are rewarded for making that change, for completing that shift, and for taking on this journey of change. Kudos to you. You will be rewarded and recognized. If it's not spiritually, it would be in the physical. People are going to recognize this change. People are going to be more attracted to you, regarding this change. So these opportunities and these things that you're open to now, that's what's going to help them come to you. People are going to notice. People are going to want to work with you. People are going to want to give. People are going to want to know what this wooju is that you got that is attracting them to you all of a sudden, Oh, I didn't notice you at first. I notice you now type energy, right? Because we're going into this newness with childlike faith. It's new. We're going to be happy in it. We're going to thrive in it. We're going to take it as it is. It's exciting. It's scary. It's all of these things. But that's okay. We're ready for the experience. We're ready for the experience. Oh, some more news. This action and you living in your truth is going to call in the correct energies. It's going to call in the right things, because again, you're not losing yourself doing this. You're actually gaining a better you doing this. What else we got? You're going to be in a better place mentally. You're going to be in a better place spiritually. Emotionally, you're going to be in a better place, right? These are all of the benefits of you making this change for yourself. It's just helping you all the way around. It's like you fixed one thing that's going to just put everything else into place. That's how you get into alignment. That's how you're going to be in alignment. It's going to be working out for you. It is going to work out for you. So those doses of fears that you do have, and those doses of fears that you will have, taking another step into newness, it's still going to work out for you. And even if you have an obstacle or a challenge, the thing is to learn, get through, grow, and enjoy the experience. Definitely get the experience. But it's going to work out for you nonetheless. We gotta have that mind frame. And with you now being more emotionally stable, more mentally stable, it's not going to, even adversity, it's not going to affect you the same way that it used to. Okay? Not every offer is going to be a good offer. You're not going to be attracted to any and everything. That's this level up. That's this change. That's this ascension. That's this growth. That's this experience, right? There are going to be opportunities. You're not going to want to take advantage of them all. So just be mindful. Use your discernment. This is all this is saying. Be mindful and use your discernment of what is going to cross your path, because every opportunity is not a good opportunity. But there's opportunities nonetheless. Just shift through and weed out. And you're going to be what again? In your rewarded for your efforts era. Being recognized for what you're doing now era. I feel like what this was all about was probably being so closed off at first that opportunities and people and energies and vibe couldn't get to you, right? You noticed that. That's why you noticed that something needed to change, something needed to shift, right? And now that we've realized this and we're more open to change, it's gonna like thrust you in the forefront of everything that you missed out on when you were so closed off. Ooh. All right. Let's pull a couple of these oracles and we'll close out. This is great. This is saying to me, chills, that change is good. Change is great. Change is scary. But it's also that journey that makes it a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing going forward. Look. When I say use your discernment, pay attention to what's going on around you again. Now that you're more open, there's going to be more offers. There's going to be more opportunities, but not all of them are for you. When that time comes and when these times are coming and approaching you, how do you feel in those moments? Does it creep you out? Is something not quite right? Or does it feel like this is an opportunity you don't want to miss? So this is saying, like I say, when this card always come out, I say it's more ways to listen. Listen with the energy, your vibes, how your body reacts, right? All of those are wonderful forms of listening. What are you picking up at the time these opportunities are coming in, right? So use your discernment. Discernment. I'm going to break it down. I need to break it down right? All right. So pay attention to how you feel as you are moving along in your journey. Okay. This is about nurturing where you are, where you want to grow in, right? This is about growth. And when there's growth, you have to nurture the new thing, right? So in your growth season, which is now, okay? Continue to nurture yourself. Continue to nurture the things that you are now focusing on and putting around you, and that thing, those type of things, so you continue to thrive. Where there's growth, you're going to have to nurture not only yourself, the things that you want in your life, and the things around you, the people around you, all those type of things. Don't forget to nurture this new thing that you're loving. Okay, this new you that you're loving. Okay, give it all the food, love, watering, all that it needs, the attention. Okay, because we're doing things different now. We're more aware, we're more knowledgeable, we are more in attunement with what it is that we want now, right? So we got to act accordingly. No take backs. Because you ignited this passion in you that said something definitely has to change, that you want this change. And so this is where it started. This is where it started. When you lit that fire in you to create this change in your life. You did this. You did. Everything around you just listened like, okay, bet. Let's see you make the first move. Let's see if this is what you really want. You said you did. Something inside of you said you did, right? No take backs. See this on through, because it says you're gonna get it done. It says you're gonna get it done. So just see it through. No matter how hard it gets, see it through, and find balance along the way. They laying out the blueprint for you in this new journey of yours. Be aware of your surrounding and what's going on. Nurture this new that you called in, because your passion was ignited for this. Along the way, you're going to have to find and keep your balance, because you don't want you to be thrown off. You don't want your journey to be thrown off. So you're going to have to, I feel like within that nurturing, you're going to find the balance. Maintain the balance is the quest, right? Along the way. So guess what? I'm not worried about y'all, because y'all the end, we done seen the end result, right? You just have to keep at it. But we doing it a different way. This new way, whatever this is, it's actually going to work out for you. You're going to see the progress you haven't been seeing and that you've wanted for so long. So until next time, I love y'all, love y'all, love you.